Hey guys, and welcome to an awesome showdown between Samurek as Khorne going up against Frederick as Tzeentch. Now for the Tzeentch front line, 3 units here of the Forsaken, backed up by triple of the Spawn. So the Spawn here of course bringing that armor sundering, really bolstering the weapon strength of the Forsaken. In the sky, triple of the Screamers, backed up by the double Furies, and for the Lord choice we are going to have the Exalted Lord of Metal. So the bad boy in the back here with the Greater Arcane Conduit, the Metal Shifting with the Fine Transmutation, the Plague of Rust, and the Portal Glyph. In the backside in the corners here, we are going to have 2 units of the Fleshhounds, some in the trees in Vanguard as well, making 4 here in total. For the front line, 3 units of the Spawn, 3 units of the Halberd, so going for a very similar effect here with Khorne. And for the Lord choice, we are going to have the Flying Exalted Bloodthirster. The man is very fast here with the Bloodthirst, really bolstering those charge bonuses and speed stats. And then of course, the Bellows of Fury. So both of these players are brand new. They're going to be playing in the Shortbeard League, which is basically new players going up against other new players here so they can get some good experience coming into the multiplayer scene. Now we can see 1 unit of the Fleshhounds getting caught here in the backside. A little bit unfortunate here from the Vanguard Fleshhounds, but Samurek, he's only going to be losing one of the 2, so pretty good work there from him to get this out and away here from the danger zone. But of course, we do have the anti-large snipers here of the Screamers that bring bucket loads of armor piercing. So they're going to wreck through here up against the Fleshhounds, and with that magic damage, really going to circumvent all those demons' physical resistance. In the backside, so we're going to have 3 left here ready to go, but still decent mobility, but there's really not much here to shut down. And they do have mass weapon strength, some decent armor piercing, so they can do pretty well here up against the front line. But the 4 Forsaken are going to be ready, and it looks like here the Spawn of Tzeentch are going to be kind of getting behind each one of the infantry. A nice bellow here on the Forsaken, and now the Flying Force is going to be coming after the Bloodthirster, and he's going to be in the sky on his own, which is not going to be very good here. Of course, Khorne will lose the sky battle, but you absolutely have to have an Exalted Bloodthirster to deal with that Flying Lord. You need to put him under pressure. You need to make sure that this Flying Lord is always busy. If he can sit there, cast magic, cackle in the backside, he will be a huge pain to everybody, and especially here Khorne. Now we are going to have Fleshhounds trying to get away here. They don't really want to lose any more of its mobility thanks to the fantastic core that we have here from Tzeentch. So we're going to be charging forward with the Spawn and the Halberds. Really need to engage his front line, and it looks like the Bloodthirster is going to move into the right hand side, getting caught here by a few units. Furies are going to be faster here, and it looks like we did actually get some armor sundering. I'd probably would like to keep going here. You've put quite a bit of investment there on the Lord choice, getting rid of some of that armor. Furies will do really nicely, and they do outspeed him. Once he's engaged in melee combat, if the Khorne player doesn't realise here with Samurek, he will stand and fight. So Spawn charging forward, and looks like we are going to be having 2 units of the Fleshhounds here fighting against the Spawn. 160 weapon strength, plus also that armor sundering, giving no armor here to the Fleshhounds is going to be really, really bad. So they're going to be shredding through rather quickly, and we can see the Forsaken do actually have magic damage, so it's going to be really good here up against the pretty cheap mobility. Now we are going to have the Spawn diving over to help at the best of their ability. Armor piercing being brought forward by the Halberds, and that anti-large is so good up against the Spawn. A very nice counter here coming from Samurek. In the middle we do have a Cultist. He's going to be charging forward here with, of course, that Frenzy and the Gate of Khorne. Really want to get those Bloodthirsters out nice and early. So good entrapment in the sky here coming forward from Frederick, as we're going to be fighting with the entire might here of the Tzeentch Flying Force. Now we do take down one of the Furies, and very, very smartly, Samurek is going to go to the floor here with his Lord choice and bring everything else with him, which means we can get down now with some of the Fleshhounds. So they're going to turn, they're going to burn, and they will shred most of this lightly armored Flying Force. And the Lord choice really is trying to butcher. Plague of Rust going down on the Exalted Bloodthirster. Very, very smart stuff here. And of course, we are going to have that spell mastery. So it's not just going to be 30 armor, it'll be either 33 or 66 if it's overcasted. So good cycle charging in the sky, lovely damage on the Exalted Bloodthirster. And it looks like here the Spawn are charging through. They do rampage. That is so unfortunate here for Khorne, because now they're going to come to the top. Fight here up against the Forsaken and the Spawn, rather than all of the Screamers in the middle here and those Furies. Halberds diving forward. They're really going to try their hardest here to protect their Lord choice, but he is going down almightily quickly. We're only 4 minutes into the game. The Spawn now are diving in, trying to fight to their best ability here to remove some of these Fleshhounds. The Lord choice is getting butchered by the KFC bird in the middle. The KFC bird is going to be doing pretty well so far, only at 9 kills. but the damage value I'm sure is pretty impressive. 930 so far, and now we're going to be getting the first final transmutation. Now it's going to be casting on a lot of spawn of Khorne, and that's actually going to be a regular one. I would advise here in the future to overcast. It's slightly cheaper on the Winds of Magic, and the DPS is just so worth it there for the limited amount of Winds of Magic you have on land battles. Now we do have the Exalted Bloodthirster breaking here up against some of the Forsaken, but some of these Screamers are going to be charging across the battlefield, chasing after the bad boy. They do have 85 speed. The Bloodthirster is wavering. If he breaks here, he is going to be crumbling, and then that's just a downhill spiral for Khorne. He is going to come back though, and he might dive down here. It looks like we are going to get the faction effect coming down on Khorne. That lovely bolt there that also induces armor sundering is going to be very nice here on the very large units of the spawn of Khorne. So the large choice, he does dive in up against the Exalted Bloodthirster. The big KFC chicken is going to get the steel chair down here. Fantastic stuff. And we finished there with the big Bloodthirster. So he's going to fall, but the cultist is going to charge forward. It looks like we are going to get the armor sunder going down here with the Plague of Rust. The cultist is not looking so happy, down to 42 armor. He's going to get brought down pretty quickly here by Screamers, and then also some of that more Tzeentch front line. Now we have Screamers fighting up against Spawn and Fleshhounds. Pretty good there for the Screamers, I must admit. More Halberds going to be joining the battle here, but of course losing your Lord, that negative 16 leadership is so goddamn huge. And of course if you lose all that leadership, immune to psychology is going to be going there with friends, and you can see, look how many are breaking here. Khorne are really struggling now. That terror from the big chicken is going to be so nice. Now we have more Furies coming into the sky here, and they're certainly, yes, they are going to be diving down. No, looks like they're going to go after the spawn. I think it's a very good choice indeed. They don't have much armor piercing, but that weapon strength really can pull through and do some good damage here up against the mass spawn. The Lord choice here going to be targeting the hero. I think it's a very smart choice. He is going to be giving some leadership buffs here to the surrounding troops. So taking him down nice and quickly and terrifying him is going to be some very good work indeed. It looks like the Sworn of Khorne are going to be fighting. A few going to be getting yeeted here. Just 3 models left here on this unit, as well as 9 over there on the right. A lot of the Halberds are going to return from being terrified, but you know, they do not have that frenzy anymore. So it's really touch and go here in the middle. They absolutely have to be winning in combat, but it looks like it's going to be another final transportation here in the middle, and that could be enough here to seal the deal with Tzeentch going up against Khorne. Brilliant usage here of the Lord of Metal, doing some excellent work here in the middle, and it's going to be up to 59 kills so far. Lovely summon, Bolt coming down, actually catching his own Furies, and then also the Forsaken now going to be clearing out the unbreakable spawn of Khorne. That's going to be army losses. GG's and well played, and a very good performance here to Frederick and Tzeentch. Excellent work indeed. So what a fantastic game here. And it shows just how powerful these Exalted Lords can be. 3,075 damage value. Excellent work there. 14,500 there from the Exalted Lord of Metal. 680, 380, 420 there for the Screamers. 600 and 460 there for the Furies. With 1,050, 550, 780 and 800 for the Forsaken. We saw 740, 420 and 340 there for the Spawn. With the Exalted Bloodthirster, 814 for him, 540 for the Cultist, with 650, 1,400 and 788 there for the Spawn of Khorne. 1.4k is rather impressive. 1.2, 1.2 and 1.1 there from the Warriors of Khorne with the Halberds. 220, 270, 460 and 880. Thank you very much for Samurai for sending in this game. They did actually have a best of 3, and this was the only game he lost. So he won 2-1 in the series, I believe. So thank you so much for sending in the loss. I really do appreciate that. It was an excellent game and a really nice one to showcase. And Frederick has been working with Ducky, getting some training there from him, and he has come a long way. The same here for Samurai. Both these guys really have been growing in the community, and it's so awesome to see. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, please smash that like button. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't already, and leave a comment with all your thoughts and opinions. Other than that, I've been your boy Logic. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all soon.